outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I love Fournette, man. That nigga, I feel like he got fucked his whatchamacallit too, man. His junior season or his sophomore season when he didn't get that Heisman. He got fucked by fucking Bama. Bama locked his ass up, man. They had one of 8 in the box. That nigga had the first like 6 games, nigga, that nigga had the fucking Heisman in the fucking bag, nigga. They played Alabama, nigga. Them niggas dead, them niggas throw the ball, nigga. They had like 9 in the box. Man to man. Yeah, they aired it out.
Here we go. Waiting.
Nigga, they was going.
He's crashing. Outside, solid.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And then Henry had a breakout game that game. Henry was killing that game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, for sure y'all did.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Howard. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
He had the Heisman in the bag. Y'all shut him down.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Dared that fucking quarterback. I forgot who that quarterback was. He dared that quarterback.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That shit's whack, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They should have been doing that, man. That's crazy. They fucked my boy over, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You got to go to a whole new fucking program. You know what I'm saying?
From the 24, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this.
Tua was, listen. Nah, I'm saying. Tua, listen, man. Tua, listen, man. Tua, man, was, yeah, he won that job,
because
man.
if you don't throw it right on the break,
that nigga
you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away
man,
there. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes. He's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
That nigga got a fucking arm, and he be slanging that bitch,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Balaj, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Sit the backup role when he know he can start on another.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And again this time to the tailback. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
He would have been at the end of the first round. Like, you know what? He balling. He balling over there, man.
What happened?
But nigga knew he was going to ball. Like, shit, he went to Oklahoma. Like, yo, that nigga, like,
so the shotgun snap to Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They be cold, but if you build them the right way, I built mine wrong.
And again, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I know why.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
But
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
I've never been in a situation
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pass option, like, to pass it.
Now Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside.
Most of the time they be playing that,
down to the
so
35.
they don't play the run.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be up to the races.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I throw that bitch. I take it off to the sideline. Well, they fucking leave it, I run with Gully.
On first down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He did say he'd be home in 30.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point.
They talking about letting him go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Cardinals is good if you text him. I text him and we just set up our game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, just text him. That's why he put his number in there.
I'll text him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing.
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They run it with Balaj.
Yeah, Dion.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not playing that game yet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, man, Josh Allen, that freaking 99
play
goal
call
foul
there.
over.
Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but
too easy
as
for
you said, incomplete.
To get the what's the name off. Like, you get the right guy in the right situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Here we go. Pac-Man.
On 1st down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Going up top.
That means you gay.
I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
What?
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing his Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to get He's sacked back around the 28. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Just because I can't tell nigga he a faggot no more, don't mean he ain't gay. That nigga gay as fuck.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7.
You think about some shit like that, like, yo, I'm going to suck this nigga's dick. That's gay, nigga.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe,
that's a gay, bro.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I can't tell niggas they
intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what I'm saying? So I just keep my comments for myself. But, nigga, you a faggot. Yeah, nigga act like you killed somebody because you said nigga a faggot.
50. Round 80! 52's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On play action.
The days have changed.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and
down you talking about a hate crime.
Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I don't even go, like, when people be saying suspect shit now, I don't say nothing. Like, if we out somewhere, I don't say nothing. Like, my homeboy had said some funny shit. And me and Matt got on his ass. He was like, yo,
a big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
Right.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
He's like, nah, I'm not saying that. But y'all can't call a mill game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because of the zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown.
Somebody told me some bullshit, nigga. Like, I'm so mad, nigga.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Hey, man, where you at, man?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I'm right.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
No. I ain't say too big. It don't matter.
Elliott good with a PAT. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the...
A couple games we played, it was fucking J7, Dion, me, and Ellie. We actually smoked some shit like that. Cause seven in this nigga, they just too much down low. You gotta shoot. Like you gotta be shooting on all teams. Like you gotta be on your shit. Like that nigga we played last night, you gotta.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go, baby.
Here we go. Check.
Your mama gave you my shit. That's
Check.
my shit.
53 is mine.
Hey, Delta.
Yeah, it is my shit, nigga.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
I
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Hey, dude.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Yo.
First down, Eagles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Get his ass in here real quick. My bad, y'all. This nigga was talking greasy. Like, you're not going to do that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You see my shirt is off, my nigga?
Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
No, I'm going to go ahead. Finish this game. Go ahead.
Balaj. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Dog, we are killing this man.
Now a shot taken on
Josh
3rd
Allen,
down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
I told y'all to get a nigga couldn't fuck
The
with
Bills
me,
come to the line to start their next drive. And
Get
they're
up,
coming
get
off
up,
a 3 and out, my friend.
Fuck up, man.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and
I'll
go to a spot that they haven't
man.
gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you
Get
shake
up,
things
nigga.
up?
You look at what you
Get
called
up.
before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Get up, nigga. Get up.
Again, it's Balaj.
You scared? Look at that. He's scared out this
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a
Get up,
first.
nigga.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
What's up? What's up?
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Get in the weight room.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
You draw forfeit.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
Who ain't getting the ball back? Who ain't getting the ball back? Who ain't getting the ball back?
Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 44, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57.
All right.
Come on, hey, Mike 7.
We're going to load up on you, bro.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. This is caught by Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time.